as we sit here. And I wanted to really look at the secret. For me, there is no secret. It's in here. There is no secret in this world. And I wanted to write a book that would give you the answer to what you thought the secret was. And that's what the butterfly experience is. If you read between the lines, you will find your answers. Do not look outside of yourself for the answers, because they all lie within yourself. I've spent over 30 years practicing meditation, and for me there is no special way that you sit or you do yoga, or it has to be this way with your legs crossed. For me, meditation is simply sitting on a chair with my eyes closed and going into a state and asking my higher self for the answers, for the things that I am looking for in life, for searching. And there's a point that somewhere in everyone's life they ask the question, whether they be 16, whether they be 90, you ask the question, why am I here? What are we all here for? We're all here for a reason. I had the butterfly experience, and at that time I really didn't realise the actual true essence of what the butterfly experience really was that I had. And now today, after writing my book, the butterfly experience is myself. It's the book, it's you, it's everyone. While standing in an auditorium of about 10,000 people, I was going through great transformation myself and turmoil within myself of how I was running my business and being pulled in so many different directions. And my mum used to always say, focus and channel on that one direction and drive. But I was getting pulled in so many ways and feeling inside, and I want to talk to you about the inside of yourself. And as I stood in the auditorium, my father's face came before me, who had died several years earlier. And as I stood there, a monarch butterfly appeared on my shoulder. It just appeared from nowhere. And I asked it to come onto my hand, and I stroked its wings for several minutes, and then I said it was free to fly. And at that moment, it was a profound moment that I was saying to myself I was free to fly. And very hesitantly it started to fly off, but it just disintegrated before me. And people around me wanted to take pictures, but their cameras were full or they couldn't get them out in time. But that memory always stays with me inside. The butterfly experience it's a four-part. It's the mental, the emotional, the physical and the spiritual. And so many people today have been awakened by a book called The Secret in 2006. It awoke everybody to start personal development, to look at themselves, whether they wanted to, they just wakened up and something is attracting them, a book fell off the shelf. All these things are starting to happen. Where I have always known that I have been exceptionally gifted and intuitive. I can see the unseen. I can see people's energy and their problems, their blocks. I can see why they're sticking. And I help to remove that. That is my life. And I'm totally blessed to be able to do that, to help people move on in their life. What is it that you're here for? And the things that start to surface is the answers that are coming up. You might not like them, you might not want them, but they're talking to you. So many people think if they pray, they do an affirmation, they meditate, they visualize, they make a vision board. All that's fantastic. But unless you are realigned and have a shift in your perception, then change cannot happen in your life. We are all connected to one source, divine mind. We are not individuals with individual minds. We have one mind we are connected to. Unless we connect to that all the time, seeking your answers, asking your questions, you won't get the right answer. There are so many different techniques and programs and systems in the world, and it's fantastic because so many people are trying to change the way we live, trying to help people to love one another. And the butterfly experience teaches you how to shift your perception, how to look at your own spirituality, how to look at the way you treat others is the way you treat yourself. The set point that you have for your finances, because you'll have the same set point in your finances all your life unless you change them. Because we set up what's comfortable in our body, in our mind, in our life. Why is it that some women attract the same types of partners all the time? Why is it that some people can't seem to get a new job or even get a job? Why is it that some people have addictive behaviours? I've worked with hundreds of people from addictions of alcohol, drugs, where clinics said they can't be cured or helped. Now they're living a great life. I've worked with people who had nothing, homeless. Now they're running businesses. The butterfly experience opens you up inside. It sows the seeds. And every person I've worked with, they email, they text me, they phone me and they say, I saw a butterfly. I remember the first time I was going down to Duncan Baird Publishers and I said, just give me a sign that this is going to be a good day. And there was a shop across the road and she was putting up the butterfly in the window. It is my sign, it is the physical symbol, the metamorphosis in life to tell you that transformation's working. And I know that when you leave here today, you will start to see more butterflies. I moved from Scotland 4 weeks ago to live and make my home with my family in London. It has been something that I have been planning for years. And as soon as I arrived, my garden is filled with butterflies. They're talking to me. It is the physical belief that what I'm doing is right. And the world is opening up and speaking to you. And unless you're in the vibration, then you don't know the language you're talking. So I want you to think about when you go home tonight and you put your head in that pillow. What is it that you really want in this life? And why do you want it? Because you see, what you want is what's missing in your void. The houses, the car, the money, the abundance, the relationships. That fills your void only for a very short time. What is it that you really are seeking? I hope that after reading The Butterfly Experience, your life will change and the transformation will start to happen, and I know it will. Would people like to give me any questions, or anyone